You guys, I am so freaking excited because today we are going to talk about how I got a cheap Louis Vuitton in Italy. So, first things first, many of you guys probably have seen my post from when I came back from Italy and how I was ranting about how much cheaper Louis Vuitton is in Europe versus how it is here. At first, I was a little bit skeptical and I had no idea like what to do. I was just like in there looking around. And honestly, I could have done my research a little bit better. I could have like looked up certain purses, and once I got there, I could have been like, oh, I know how much that one is. I know how much that one is. So that's something I would have done prior to being there. However, I still think I did a fantastic job. So I was personally requested by one of my fiance's good friends to buy his fiance a bag. They really like my style, so they were like, you know what, let AD pick out the purse. I don't even care how much it is. They have money. We don't. But anyway, they're like, we don't care how much it is, just get a really nice purse for her. I want to really surprise her, especially it being originally from Italy. Not that Louis Vuitton is Italian, but you know, just a bag from overseas outside of the US, outside of a US Louis Vuitton. So I was trying to be considerate. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to look around. I'm not going to buy myself anything. So while we were there, obviously they give you champagne. So you're just like having a blast shopping. Of course they get you and you're just like tempted to buy something. Because I mean, come on now. Who doesn't want to be bad and bougie in Italy? So I saw this purse, this one right here. And it was so freaking adorable. So it comes with a little satchel piece. And it's actually smooth leather, and I've always wanted a pink signature Barbie doll piece. And not only can you wear it as a satchel, but you can also take these pieces off and just kind of hold it like a little Barbie doll purse. So I thought it was super adorable, and it's actually a decent size. And I was curious because normally Louis Vuitton, if it has this type of leather in the front, they usually run you about close to $2,000 or more. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna, don't even tell me how much it is. And granted, all of this is in euros. So when you hear the price, it's like, oh, that's not bad. But if you do the calculation in your head, it ends up being a little bit more since the dollar isn't worth this much in Europe. So whenever I had to ring up the price for this one, it came up as 1,300 euros. So once you translate that into US dollar, it's roughly around $1,450, close to $1,500. So this whole time I'm looking through Louis Vuitton, looking for this purse on the US site, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, okay, maybe it's just a certain piece that they carried in Italy. Maybe it's a limited edition. Couldn't find it. I even searched the Italian Louis Vuitton because once you go into Louis Vuitton, you can search what country you're looking at. And I checked Italy, I checked France, I checked US, and I could not find this freaking purse. So I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, maybe I have a limited edition that was only in Italy, you know, feeling myself. Yeah, thank you, babe. It was actually, I didn't want him to buy me this purse. I was like, you know what, I'll get it myself. I've never bought myself anything overseas. And he was like, I'll give you the other half, babe. Just take it as an anniversary present. Okay, oh, that's so sweet. Okay, fine, whatever. So we got the purse, and whenever we were checking out, the girl told us that you can actually claim your taxes at the airport. So the purse that I got my fiance's friend's wife ended up being about it was about 1,700 euros. So US dollar was roughly around $2,000. All in total, US dollars, I checked my credit card statement and I think it was $3,500 even. Well, close with some change, 3,500 and some change. Now, her purse was about $2,000 and my purse was about 1,500 US dollar. Now, this is without doing the tax refund. So, just FYI, this is something you better listen to if you ever buy anything overseas. So whenever you buy something, make sure you do not take it out of the box. And most of the time, these salespeople will tell you, leave it unopened, keep the receipt with it at all times, and they give you a little tax refund slip along with everything else. What they don't tell you, which is kind of common sense, it's just that when you're traveling, you don't really put two and two together. They don't tell you that you physically have to carry the bag through the airport. Like, you can't put it in your bag checked. Obviously, it goes under the plane. You have to take that with you in the airport in order for you to claim your taxes. So it's not a problem if you have plenty of time before your flight, because you have time to go claim your taxes and then shove this thing in your bag. Now, us on the other hand, we didn't have a lot of time. We actually couldn't even find the tax refund place until our next flight, which was still in Europe. They're like, as long as you're in Europe, you can still get your tax refund. Now, once you leave Europe, it's too late. You can no longer claim it. In total, it ended up being that we would get about $350 US back. Now, they say that if you spend over $4,000, they actually bump up the percentage that you get back. I believe it's 3% if you spend under $4,000, and it's 4 or 5% if you spend $4,000 and above. So obviously, Brent and I didn't get the memo, so we put the bags in our bags checked. So we put them under the plane, didn't think anything of it. We're like, you know what? We're due the tax refund in London, which is where our connecting flight was heading back to Dallas. So we put the bags up, and then on our next layover, that's where we try to claim our taxes, because we had about maybe a 3-hour layover. So we wait in line, get all the paperwork done, and once we get to the very, very front of the line, they were like, where are the bags? On the plane? And they were like, ooh, y'all aren't gonna be able to claim the taxes. We had to physically see the bags. I was so mad because I told Brent, maybe we shouldn't put them in the bags. Maybe they want to see the bags. The girl specifically said, don't open the bags because they might want to search them. Hint, hint, take the bags with you. We obviously weren't thinking. He was just like, no, I've done this before, which he didn't. But yeah, we missed out on our $350 tax refund. So this could have been even cheaper. So let's get to pricing. Again, so this purse was about $1,500 US. It would have been less than that if I would have gotten my tax refund. So it'd be roughly around $1,350. And her purse was about $2,000. Now, when I searched her purse online, I found one similar to it. And her purse, it was about, after the tax refund, maybe about $1,850. Her purse was actually running around close to $3,000 on the US site, something very similar to hers. Now, months later, I went back to the Louis Vuitton store. I was searching for this one again, and guess what? I found this little sucker online, and I am about to show you guys how much it's running for. Remember, original price about $1,450 minus the tax refund would have been roughly around $1,300 US, $1,350 around there. Just keep that in mind. Let's just go with $1,350. Check this out. Can you believe that crap? This bag in the US runs you about $2,000, and I could have gotten it for $1,350 if I would have got my tax refund, which I will next time. But that's a huge savings. Like, it's not just a slight difference, it's a huge difference. And this was just this purse. Again, it's kind of hard to tell because you can't just memorize the pricing on all of these bags. Now, if you have one in mind, I'm pretty sure you can find it out there. It's kind of tricky because they always put out the most unique ones. They never put the common ones that you typically see either at the US store or online. They just don't have like the Neverfull or the duffel bags. They don't have those out there. They have these, the unique ones. So to be honest, I was looking for the Neverfull so I can compare, because that's the one that I know the prices by heart. Ones that go way back, they're timeless pieces. No matter how long ago it was, people are still buying these bags. But yeah, I couldn't find it. They only had these different ones, these unique ones. I think they want to make it seem like it's more exclusive and it's like limited edition stuff that's out, versus at the US store they do have, you know, the trendier ones, and they also have the classics out. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys to get any luxury items, especially Louis Vuitton, overseas. It's a lot cheaper. Just make sure that you do your tax refund the right way. And so number 1, keep the receipt. Number 2, carry the bags with you, even though it's a pain in the you know what. Number 3, don't open the package. Leave it completely closed, how the salespeople give it to you. Leave it untouched, because I've heard that they've been a little bit picky about that, where they've noticed that you might have opened it, they will void out the refund. So that's about all I got for you guys, but this is my lovely little purse. I am obsessed with it. Super adorable, and it even has the monogram. I'm not a big fan of this monogram, but with this color, I mean, it's just too adorable. I am obsessed. And the back is pink. Let me show you guys the inside. So the inside is just, you know, a little compartment with a little flap for your shmoney. And it also has the monogram inside. And then on the outside, it also has another little pocket for some goodies. But that's it, you guys. A lot of you were requesting details on how to get cheap Louis Vuitton. So I'm so glad that I finally had time to do this video for you guys. So if you have any questions, as always, just put the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And good luck to you guys and happy shopping.